Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. The SNP must be feeling a little bit embarrassed now. They not long ago released one of their very shiny, expensive brochures saying that an independent Scotland would be increasingly welcoming to immigration. Oh, let's bring all those unfettered, unwashed, great, unknown, uneducated, unskilled immigrants into Scotland, they said. It will help boost our numbers, it will uplift our economy, and all the other usual rubbish espoused by the SNP in their desperate bid for independence. What they should have done, of course, is ask the Scottish people, because that's exactly what has happened. Someone has asked the Scottish people what they think of immigration, and it turns out they're not entirely convinced that immigration is a good thing. In fact, they're very, very much against it. And so the SNP is saying, if you vote for us, if you give us immigration, if you give us independence, we will foist unfettered immigration on you. Well done. Well done. If any reason not to vote for the SNP is it, that is the single policy for which you must reject it. Your culture will be destroyed, your history gone, your heritage worthless, as the untold millions from the third world will come over, undercut you for the very few remaining jobs there are, take up all the resources, force all the taxpayers in Scotland to pay way more tax to support them, and the whole country sinks down the shitter. Vote SNP, vote for the destruction of Scotland. Let's take a look. So Scots want fewer, it says less, but they've fewer migrants in Scotland in a shattering blow to the SNP Skexit claims. Because of course it is. We all know this. They are saying that if we had an independent Scotland, we'd bring them in because we need them. We need to build the economy by numbers rather than building the economy by, investment, encouraging growth and all that. No, purely numbers. Doesn't matter who. We won't check them. As long as they come in, we'll create the new caliphate in Scotland, and hey, everybody's happy. Everybody except, of course, the Scots. They'll be colonised. And we've seen what happens when immigrants go into, say, America. How'd that work out for the Native Americans? Not as great. But that's the plan. That's the plan for Scotland. Destroy everything, destroy the culture, and have a full of new Scots. The nationalist-led Scottish Government has released independence papers claiming that the country is more welcoming to immigration than the rest of the UK. Ha ha ha! No. The new report has suggested that this is false. Scotland wants fewer migrants coming north of the border, according to new research, blowing a massive hole in the SNP's independence claims. That has got so many holes in it, it's a bloody sponge. The Nationalist Party have based a number of their Skexit prospectuses on statements which indicate that Scotland is more welcoming to immigration than those south of the border. Well, that's good. What we'll do if there's an independent Scotland is anyone who comes to England will be pushed straight up. You do know that. You do know that that's exactly what will happen. Since you are now saying, oh, Scotland's more welcoming. Oh, no, England has just pushed them up. Good luck. SNP Kirsty Blackman even claimed that immigration to Scotland would be unlimited in the event of the breakup of the UK. Now, Scotland hasn't got the resources now to run an NHS or fill the schools or anything. How the hell is it going to do it with unlimited immigration? And who is going to pay for them? The Scottish taxpayer? I think not. They'll all be leaving and coming south of the border, down Mexborough way. They will be in England going, please God save us. What's the word? Asylum. We want asylum from our own country. Anyway, it says it only works if you start from the premise that immigration is a bad thing. It is. And that we shouldn't have it. You shouldn't. And that we need to reduce it. You do. And that we need to stop people coming here. And Westminster leader Stephen Flynn has repeatedly insisted that targeting small boats and the Rwanda policy was not Scotland's values. So you want Scotland overrun completely with unfettered, unchecked, unvetted immigrants from third world shitholes without the ability to earn or learn, who don't speak the language, have no skills, and you think that's a good thing. Okay, treason is what I would call it, but that's just according to me. According to research from Migration Policy Scotland, support for immigration north of the border has cooled, with those wanting less immigration rising from 28 to 42%. So getting on towards doubling. Now almost half of Scots want to reduce the flow of migrants, and this is indicating that the Tories are right to be targeting illegal immigration. Not targeting legal immigration, unfortunately. They need to clamp down on that and basically, give everyone an access visa if they want to come here. But with it is the same thing that they may never, no matter how long they stay, become British citizens. They may never claim a single penny in benefits. They may never vote in any elections. And then once their visa runs out, they have to go home, or they will be deported on the first plane that leaves, and it doesn't matter where the plane leaves to. It's no longer our problem. That's what you need. Immigration into Scotland has been rising since the turn of the century, with about 1 in 10 people in Scotland now being an immigrant. The SNP want to increase those numbers after Skexit in a bid to boost the economy and help the ageing population. The survey found that 25% of respondents wanted immigration reduced substantially, and another 17% by a little, compared to 10% wanting immigration increased a lot. But we know what that 10% are, don't we? They're immigrants. The 10% that want it increased are the immigrants. And there we are. So you've got a Scottish government working to absolutely damage and destroy Scotland. You have an infrastructure system breaking down as it is, and they want unlimited, unfettered, unvetted immigration. And they want you to pay for it. If you're an SNP voter, look around, see the state of Scotland now, and imagine thousands more in your town of immigrants. Can't speak, can't work, and you're paying for them. They're taking up your resources, they're going to your doctors, they're taking over your schools, they're filling your NHS, they're walking your streets, unemployed, looking for trouble, and you're paying for them. Then look when you stand in the voting booth and go, I'm going to vote SNP again because I'm really, really stupid. Good luck, Scotland. You are going to need it. Coming up. Just imagine you had an IQ test for to be able to vote. I mean, set quite low. Let's say 85. Idiot level, right? I mean, that would still get rid of 75% of SNP voters. Scotland would be a lot better off for it, wouldn't it? You wouldn't have people who sit there and go, yes, I look around and I see my country after 17 years of SNP rule destroyed. I see an NHS that's failing. My kids are coming out of school unable to read and write. I see my roads are in disrepair. I see that there is nothing working in this country. I see no hope for the future. So sure, I'm going to vote for the party that wants to utterly destroy it by bringing in millions of foreigners who can't speak English, who are uneducated, unskilled, who will fill up whatever resources and suck whatever resources are left, leaving my future destroyed. But I'm still going to vote for them because I'm SNP and I have the IQ of a banana tick. Morons, one and all. Poor old Scotland. They keep letting these people vote. What do you expect? Anyway, I'll stop there. Thank you very much for watching. Do please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a like, leave a comment, please share the video, and I will speak to you later. Bye.